This video is called The Boxes in Our Head, created and presented by myself, Robin Albright. It's a video for you, for me, for anyone who may be interested. The one thing that we all have in common is that we're all gifted with a body. And we all share an earthly experience. We're all side by side here on this earth. Our body is our earthly home. It houses our self, also known as the core of our being. Our core is all-knowing. It's connected to everything. Some people call it their soul, some people call it their true self, their spirit, their mojo. This is where God is. And here, we're naturally creative, resourceful, and whole. Because here is a snippet of God, a fragment of Einstein, a bit of Buddha, a portion of the universe, a specimen of one another, a piece of this big, bright, beautiful sky, and really it's so much more because it's so big and expansive, it's hard to explain. Another way to describe it is it's a place that cosmic love exists. It's that because with its depth of understanding comes an unconditional level of compassion that covers a multitude of flaws. It's where miracles occur because really, here, when you're looking at people, at others from here, you can see past their flaws. And that is in itself a miracle. Our greatest peace comes from sharing our true self because when we do, the flow and the connection of the spirit naturally occurs as it's designed to do. So when we communicate and function from here, it gives us a sense of peace and understanding. As with everything, we have challenges, and our one big challenge as human beings, one of them, biggest one of them, is that we have our head and the boxes inside of it. Up here is where we store and organize all of our experiences and our thoughts. Happy, sad, scary, crazy, whatever they may be, they end up here in our head. We analyze them, judge them, gather like experiences together, whatever we can do in an effort to make sense of life and even justify our own existence. If we pay a lot of attention to one particular box, because let's say it was a tough one to go through, or it was really scary or whatnot, we can pay so much attention to it because we don't want to see it happen again, and it can become huge. Sometimes without even realizing it, that box can become a filter that we view the entire world through. Viewing the world through one big, oversized box can lead to a small or a skewed vision of life. Because from that vision, we can feel stuck or hopeless, because actually that vision is only a small portion of the truth. So when we're inside this big, huge box looking out, it's easy to feel stuck. It's scary. So what happens to the flow? Well, when we're in a big, overpowering human experience box, it blocks the influence from the spirit and our core. And we end up feeling a bit confused. Nothing makes sense. Again, the truth is skewed. And the hard part about that is that we're human beings. It's inevitable for that to happen. We'll find ourselves there often in our head, figuring out a way to get out of it, back to our core. It's inevitable. So what can we do to help? One thing to do would be to become an observer of our thoughts. Rather than function from within the boxes in our head or feel stuck inside of one, it's better to observe as an observer our thoughts and our experiences. Because when we do, they don't own us, we own them. And it's cool because once you realize that, once you really own all of those experiences, you realize it makes up who we are. You don't want to forget about them, right? Those are important, but they don't own us anymore. At that point, we can practice choosing those from the heart. And most importantly, we can continue to feed our soul, not the boxes in our head. So how can we feed our soul? Easy. You probably have ways that you do it. A few to think about are pray and meditate, listen to good music, get plenty of sunshine, join groups that feed your soul, practice forgiveness, start a gratitude journal, read books, take classes, hire a coach, create affirmations for yourself, and say them out loud every morning before you walk out the door. Volunteer. Find new ways to love other people. Find new ways to love yourself. And like I said, I'm sure you have ways that you do this. Because when you feed your soul, you're finding ways to be less in your head and more in the flow of life. And this is where your soul is. All the souls are in that flow of life. And when we do that, when we're in the flow, we're all connected. It's really beautiful. That's the process. And the end of this little presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And for now, I'm signing off with buckets of cosmic love from me to you. Thanks so much, Robin.